everybody, I'm going to be taking you through my Tome Topple TBR today. I recently found out the other day that it is starting on the 17th of November. I will put a link in the description below of where you can find all the details. But I just wanted to take you through the books that I'm planning to read in the 2-week period between the 17th and I think it's the 30th, so it's just shy of 2 weeks. So I just wanted to show you what I'm going to be reading in those times. For those of you who don't know, that Tome Topple is where you have to read books over 500 pages. And I don't actually own a lot of tomes, so it was a bit difficult. For example, the one book that I wanted to read mainly is Six of Crows, and it's 9 pages too short. And because it's my first time doing it, I didn't want to flake on it, so I thought, no, I'm going to pick books that are over 500 pages. And luckily I had a big box of books delivered to me the other day, and one of them in there can qualify for the Tome Topple readathon. So the first book on my Tome Topple TBR is The Chemist by Stephanie Meyer. Now this is a little bit of a battered copy. I got it secondhand from, I think it was World of Books. They took forever to get them to me. So yeah, it was only like £2, £3. I've got the full Twilight collection, which is great. Really enjoy them, which might be an unpopular book opinion, but oh well. Now this follows an ex-agent who has to go on one last mission to clear her name and to save her life. Doesn't say on the back what the actual main character's name is, and I've read a lot on Goodreads to say that they call her a bunch of different names. So I can't tell you what the main character's name is in this because it's not listed, but I think this is a suspense/thriller. It comes in, including epilogue, at 518 pages, and I think this is the first book I'm going to start with. Okay, so the second book that I'm going to be reading from my Tome Topple readathon is The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson. I've heard a lot about this book, but I don't actually know what it's about. I know it's about a mist that descends over a village, and then somebody has to master some sort of magic to redeem it. I could be completely wrong as well. It's not an author I've ever read before. I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's a fantasy YA. And this book comes in at 643 pages, so it's well over the Tome Topple limit of 500. I think this is going to be the second book I'm going to get into after I finish The Chemist, of course. The third book that I'm picking up for Tome Topple is You Don't Have to Say You Love Me by Sarah Manning. This will be the second book of Sarah's that I've read. I read 9 Uses for an Ex-Boyfriend a couple of years ago, and it absolutely destroyed me. Her writing is really emotive and she tackles some serious subjects. I think, for example, on the back of this it says that the rule is that fat girls like her don't get gorgeous guys like William. So it tackles a lot of sort of taboo subjects. It's a contemporary romance as well, and I do like her writing. I've read it before, so I thought it's been sat on my shelf for a while. Might as well just give it a go. And it comes in at, let's see how many pages are in here. Where is the end of this book? Oh, 555 pages. So that's definitely in the limit as well. So that's going to be the third book that I'll hopefully get to after The Chemist and then The Final Empire. But then I also got one more book in the post the other day. I put up a picture on Instagram where I had a massive box of books delivered. And inside that was a book that I've been long awaiting, and that is Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. I'm sure most of you know what this book is about. People everywhere have been raving about it. It's about a young boy called Monty who is in love with his best friend, and they go on an epic adventure around Europe. Not sure when it's set. I know it's a historical, but it doesn't say on the back. But I've heard that the audiobook is fantastic as well. I've heard that it's narrated by Tom Riddle from the second Harry Potter film, which would be amazing. But unfortunately, on Audible, this book is expensive, so I thought I would buy the real hardback and save myself a bit of money. It comes in at, I think it slides in, 501 pages. Oh, well, it fits. It's still 500 pages, and to be honest, the 501st page is half a page, as it cuts off on the main character's letter to the reader, I'm assuming. I didn't want to read into it too much. But yeah, this is also one of the other books I'm going to try and get to, so that means I need to read about 2 books a week. 1,000 pages a week whilst working full-time. Knowing me, I will always be unwell, always have colds. It's just like my immune system just gives up on me. So I think I might actually bump this up the list. So those are the 4 books that I plan to read during the Tome Topple readathon. I think it is incredibly ambitious, given my commitments around the same time. So including all of these, mighty fine books. It comes to 2,216 pages. But if any of you are reading these books as well, let me know down below and maybe we can buddy read. And if you want any further information, don't forget to check out that link below where you can find out all the challenges, because there are challenges that go along with this. For example, reading more than one tome. And I think there's one for a graphic novel as well. And I don't read graphic novels, so that doesn't really apply to me. They're also doing some reading sprints. They've got a lot of co-authors, if that's what you want to call them. I know Little Book Owl is doing it, which is one of my favourites. So I'm just going to take my pile of books and leave and start to cry. Hey guys, so let me know down below what you're reading, if you're getting involved, if you're not getting involved. See you in the next one. See ya!